Hello, welcome to Kiki 2025 True Crime. Here is an exclusive video, and please like, subscribe, and consider becoming a member. Thank you.
today that, last night we got information that Sebastian was actually communicating with Katie's mom the night before he went missing.
That was in part true, but this is what was actually said, is that they had saw a figure. They had kind of gone around their floodlight, so they couldn't actually see who the person was, but they could kind of see the shadow. But they could see something like they were carrying over their one of their shoulders. This actually was legit. The home here, and I think it's okay to talk about because these people have pretty much moved out. They're selling their home. I think they're gone. I'm not 100%, but they did have some surveillance. And what's interesting is they couldn't get their surveillance, like when they were asking for surveillance in the beginning. They went to their home, of course, like the rest, and asked them, "Hey, did you get anything?" And they, I don't know if they're just maybe weren't as tech savvy or what, but they couldn't figure out their surveillance. So anyway, days, or I think I heard even up to a week later, law enforcement comes back. And they take a look at it. And they said, yeah, you guys kind of caught something. I'm sure a lot of you have, for those that have been with following this case. You guys remember when there was rumors about a camera capturing somebody with something slumped over their shoulder? Do you guys remember that? Sorry, I'm a little bit ahead of chat, so I'm going to wait for just a second.
This image was sent to me, and I decided to do some further enhancements on it. So here's one shot where you can see Mr. Foote carrying something, but upon closer review and more enhancement of the photo, this is what I see now to be Katie, Chris, and Sebastian. They're carrying Sebastian. It looks to me as if Chris is carrying Sebastian in either a blanket or a bag. I see a blanket just because of the way the black shape is formed, and it looks like he's carrying him like a baby, and Katie is standing behind him or walking with him. The reason I think this is because when I was enhancing the photos, I could see the differences in the appearance of what looks to me to be a human face, and it looked to me like it was actually a human arm that was draped over the person who was carrying the black blanket, or the perceived person in the black blanket. But here's an example of what I saw. Here you can see the differences and enhancements, and as I enhanced each photo, you can tell that the person's skin stays the same color and the black blanket also stays the same color, so I know that those two images are associated with each other. So as you can see, each time I enhance the photo, you can see that the core images stayed the same. And then there's this little nugget. Let's watch.
Private investigator Steve Fisher, not really a big fan of him, I'll be honest with you, who works for Katie and Chris, has highlighted surveillance footage showing a person in dark clothing on Kellen Lane at 12:17 a.m. And in the video, the person appears to hide behind a car when someone walks their dog nearby, then runs in the opposite direction. Fisher believes this is significant and has spent over 100 hours reviewing neighborhood surveillance footage. Now, guys, I watched a bunch of videos on this, and he does talk about this. And it's kind of like this real big debate. And I believe this gets debunked, and it starts crossing into Steve Fisher and this conspiracy behind him and what he was doing. But Sheriff Eric Craddock has stated that law enforcement obtained this video within 72 hours of Sebastian's disappearance and determined it had no relevance in the case. I think Steve was pushing it as relevant. And
evidentiary value?
It is of no evidentiary value. It is of no evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No,
Why?
because the investigation remains ongoing.
I'm working on behalf of Sebastian. I am not. My client is Sebastian, and they're the guardians that have the ability to sign.
Ten-4. 63. Marcus Rangel is clear in CIC through name, date of birth only. I don't have a social.
Direct. I'll be clear with an assist.
12-188.
Go ahead, sir.
Perhaps getting set up, perhaps had his clothing, whatever, and having that ready to bring it by later. Sensei, are you talking about the garbage truck, Sensei? If you are, it was that one I was showing with the garbage truck. We only have a screenshot because SF released that. It was off that camera, so it's the camera that's across the street that faces. They're kind of kitty corner to the Proudfoots, but and it was their camera that supposedly got captured it. Judy, we'll get to that. Again, we keep in mind this case evolved, and we never, we only.
Central. We have any history of this address?
Token branch. Male with sandy blonde hair, with a bag wrapped around his head. Chelsea stated he had on a reflective jacket. Approximately 2 hours ago.
12-2-16. Do you have somebody that can respond to that?
10-4. I was out with that subject last night. Blonde with a reflective jacket. He's in his 20s.
30 command. 139 Willow Bend has a camera, but nobody's answering the door. 30 command, were you direct on 139 Willow Bend?
10-4, that was the camera, is correct.
That's 10-4. Nobody's answering, nobody's home. Southern Direction.
16 to command.
Go ahead.
Regarding the
Central to Sumner 8. I am unable to find anything in Arma regarding the registered owners. I'm still looking online at this time.
Oh, thank you, Jay.
1002. I'm sorry.
Can you advise if he has a light purple hoodie with color something on the front of it?
Did you ask if he had a light purple hoodie?
Yeah, can you, I don't know if the parents will know, but just find out if he owns a light purple hoodie with color something on the front of it.
10-4. Anybody that does a residence, can they ask the parents?
Mom doesn't advise if she can recall one. Yeah, we'll think.
Central. 517, I'm in.
Oh, use traffic.
517, Hendersonville is with me. 1006.
Return there. Make sure you didn't want to continue his day. 47 to command.
47.
Hendersonville 517, I'm in.
47.
We're going to bring cameras over and know what's on. Determine the size of his spot.
Wait for him to get it all put up. Command the units on Stafford. I'm going to the command post. If you say anything, I'll be out of pocket for just a few seconds.
AC3 Central. I'll be out of Center Regional. We're leaving 61.
22 to command. $1,012, Kellen Lane, Central.
12, go ahead.
And we make sure that this has been mowed out to Hendersonville and Gallatin. Also,